Every day, birds casually sit on high-voltage power lines, and nothing happens. Meanwhile, if a human touches one, well, let's just say sparks fly. So what's the deal? Are birds immune to electricity? Do they have some kind of secret power? And more importantly, why don't they get electrocuted? Stick around, because in the next few minutes, you're going to learn the electrifying truth. And it's simpler than you think, but more fascinating than you'd expect. And hey, if you love learning the why behind everyday mysteries, hit that subscribe button and let's get into it. To understand why birds don't get zapped, we need to understand how electricity works. Electricity is like water, it flows. But it doesn't just float around in space looking for things to fry. It flows in a closed loop, always looking for the path of least resistance to return to its source, typically the ground. If there's no clear path, the electricity just stays on the line. When a bird lands on a single power line, both of its feet are on the same wire, which means there's no difference in voltage between them. No voltage difference means no electrical pressure pushing electrons through the bird's body. So, in simple terms, no current flows through the bird, and it stays perfectly safe. It's kind of like standing on one step of an escalator. You're part of the system, but you're not moving anywhere. But don't be fooled. Birds can be electrocuted under the right conditions. If a bird accidentally touches two wires at once, or a wire and something grounded like a pole or metal structure, then things change fast. That creates a path for current to flow through the bird's body, from the high-voltage wire to the lower-voltage surface, and in that case, the electricity does flow, and the results can be fatal. That's why power companies design lines to space the wires apart and add insulation near poles to prevent accidents, not just for people, but also to protect wildlife. Now you might be wondering, what if a human touches just one wire? Shouldn't we be fine too? Here's the difference: we're big. And we're almost always in contact with something that's grounded, like a ladder, the earth, or a pole. So even if you think you're only touching one part of the system, your body can unintentionally create a bridge to ground, and boom, current flows right through you. Electricity doesn't care if you're human or not, it just wants a path back to where it came from. This bird on a wire scenario is more than just a fun fact. It actually helps us understand how electrical circuits work in the real world. Electricity isn't magic, it follows strict rules. It needs a complete circuit, a voltage difference, a path of low resistance. Birds avoid danger because they accidentally follow those rules perfectly. They don't complete a circuit, so they're not part of the electrical flow. Electrical engineers actually design systems knowing how birds and humans interact with power lines. Bird-safe poles and insulated equipment are used in wildlife-heavy areas. Warning signs and clearances are regulated to prevent people from coming too close. And in some areas, bird diverters or colored markers are used so large birds don't accidentally crash into live wires. So next time you see a bird chilling on a wire, just know, there's a whole world of science keeping it safe, and keeping us safer too. Thanks for watching. If this cleared up a question you've always had, give this video a like, drop a bird in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more science made simple. Sometimes, the most ordinary things, like a bird on a wire, hold the most extraordinary science.